Okay, Tracy.
Hi, Andrew. Thank you for joining us this morning to talk about your journey in Recovery College. So, are you comfortable with answering a few questions for us?
Yeah, I'm fine. It's a total pleasure.
Thank you. Well, here we go. So, how did you hear about Recovery College and why did you want to enrol?
Number one, at the time, my anxiety was really sort of playing up, and I asked three or four people if there was anything for it, and every single one said there's a new company started up called the Recovery College.
Mm.
They're starting slow but building up. At the time, I was still 50-50 until someone actually told me you're a part of Pentreath. Once I knew that, I've dealt with Pentreath before and know what a really good company they are. So I went to your website, enrolled. Vicky got back to me the next day saying emailed me back the next day saying there was a waiting list. And then after, I think it was as long as about 2 or 3 months, she got back again, and we sort of booked up to get together for a coffee, etc., to so she could explain everything. Really, with my anxiety, the best thing she said to me was really that it's absolutely no pressure. I didn't have to do anything I didn't want to do. If I felt uncomfortable, I could leave at any time or
Mm.
whatever. So that, was exactly when I decided to book up for the courses.
Yeah, brilliant. So, lockdown came part way through your Recovery College journey, meaning you experienced both face-to-face courses and Skype courses. How's that been for you?
The face to face was absolutely brilliant. As you know, you were teaching that course. I don't know if I was just lucky and got into a really good group or if all of them are like that. But from being very apprehensive of ringing the doorbell and walking in to feeling much more relaxed within 10 minutes, sort of realizing that a lot of people on that course were suffering from anxiety as
Mm.
well.
Mm.
And it the great thing for me about the face-to-face course was the 7 or 8 people who were there was absolutely no egos,
Mm.
and everybody was giving more or less the same input, and there seemed to be total empathy from everybody, which, if you're suffering from anxiety and all like that, that is just a real sort of help. And the input each one put in of their different sort of stories along the 2 or 3 weeks we did it.
Yes.
I just think in the end it was a real pity that lockdown came, because I get the feeling the 4 or 5 core member of us over sort of 10 or 12 weeks could really have helped each other.
Yes.
But the main thing I remember is after the first course, going back on the train, and at the point I thought my anxiety was on a scale of 10, probably about 10.
Mm.
But by the time I was sort of traveling home, etc., I realized my anxiety level, after being with everybody, was only really sort of 7 or 7.5.
Yeah.
And there were people who were fighting slightly tougher battles than me. And so the face to face for me was absolutely brilliant.
Yeah.
If I gave that a 10 out of 10, I have to give Skype probably an 8 out of 10. It's good because you're doing it, but the only thing it hasn't got is although you get a little interaction, you don't get as much interaction as you did at the face
Mm.
to face, because you had the coffee breaks where you would talk to each other and all
Yes,
like
of
that.
course. Mm.
But saying that, Skype has been really good for me during the lockdown.
Mm.
Definitely, to anyone who's thinking of doing it, you can go at your own speed. For me,
Yes.
it was just a course a week or a course every 2 weeks, whereas I know some of them were doing the block courses as
Yeah.
quickly as they could.
Yeah.
But the Skype's been good. It's not as good as a face to face, but it has helped.
Good. Good. Glad to hear that. So, are there any courses that you attended that you found particularly helpful?
For me, it's got to be the anxiety and the stress courses.
Mm.
But I think people will find it a sort of horses for courses sort of thing. Whatever your problem is going in, there's going to be a course which is going to help you. For
Mm.
me, it was the anxiety and the stress, which is really good. And as you know, I went back for a refresher on the anxiety
Yes.
to do that. But what I would say to anybody thinking of doing it is even the courses you don't think are for you. you do actually pick something up from them. So
Mm.
it is worth doing all of them because there is something on all of them.
Yeah, yeah. So what tools and skills have you gained from Recovery College?
The two tools which you've taught I use the most is the breathing technique, which for anxiety is always really good. And the one I never thought of before, which really, Recovery College has really given me, is the reframing skill.
Yes.
That's the one I find myself trying to practice the most.
Mm.
Looking at the good points of a bad situation.
Yes.
Oh no, this is bad, but wait, and if I look at it that way, there is ways around it, and it's a lot better.
Yes.
That's the one I've used the most. The other things I learned, funnily, weren't so much the Recovery College tools, but the actually bit of talking to people at the face-to-face meetings,
Mm.
because you realised how people did it in different ways, etc. And that was really good to pick up on as well.
Yes. Yes. So, do you think Recovery College has impacted on your mental health?
It's definitely helped. It has definitely helped. As I say, I still think back, it's a pity lockdown came, because if I'd done all 10 or 12 over face to face with the same group, I think it could have done more. But yes, the Skype has sort of definitely helped me. I can't knock it at all. You both, yourself and Julia, are really good teachers. You make everybody feel relaxed, which is a good bit. You keep trying to bring everybody into it, which is good, so no one can actually hide away, and you've got to give that little bit, etc. But at this stage, I think I've still got 2 courses to do. But I am really, really pleased that I did it because, as I say, it's definitely helped my anxiety. As I say, before Recovery College, before that first ever one, I counted it as a 10 out of 10.
Yes.
I would now count my anxiety as a 6 out of 10.
Oh, that's fantastic.
As I say, everything's been helpful. As I say, there's the two from your toolbox I really use, and the others are there if I need them at some other point.
Yes. Yeah. Well, Andrew, I can't thank you enough for giving your time to this to do this for us this morning. Just thank you very much.
No, thank you very much for your teaching skills.
Oh, you're very welcome. Take care, Andrew.
You too. Bye.
Bye-bye.